Welcome to Bon Jovi.
Perfect.
Welcome to Bon Jovi discussions. Today I have my buddy Silvio, all the way from North Italy. He is also one of the administrators for Richie Sambora Italia on Twitter and Instagram. And how you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, everything's fine around here. What about you?
Good, good, good. You staying safe over there?
Yeah, of course. What
Good,
about
good.
you over there? Everything's fine?
Everything is fine. Things are getting better with
Perfect.
COVID, and so. But anyway, we are going to talk about Richie solo album today. Richie and
Yeah.
Orinathis. RSO, which is Radio Free America. Um, it was released on May 11th, 2018, the full album. There was a EP, well, I think 2017, where they released
2017, yeah.
yep, six.
September.
They
Here
released
here in
six.
Italy.
Yep, and they released six songs. I can't remember which six, but I remember when it came out. But it was technically the debut of RSO because for people that most everyone that's watching this video knows the relationship between Richie and Ori, but they've been together since 2014, and they were playing live together, and then they finally uh, made an album together, and they recorded most of this album in their LA home for 2 years, from 2015 to 17, 18. It was produced by Bob Rock.
Yeah.
Um, Two things I really love about this album is what I really love about Richie's solo albums, that it genuinely shows how talented and incredible Richie Sambora is outside of Bon Jovi. You get to his sense of incredible vocals, his guitar playing, his style, his songwriting. You know, it's really cool to kind of see a bigger spotlight on him outside of Bon Jovi. Um, and then another thing that I really like about this album too is that it had different styles of music on this album. It had rock sound, blues, a little bit of country and pop, and had
That's
some
right.
little and R&B. What did you think of this album overall?
Yeah, I think this album is a masterpiece, like one of their tracks. I think that into this album there are a lot of their skills, their experience, their stories. So I think that with this album, it was like a new era because they discovered like new styles. It's a new kind of album. There are some synthesizer. They mix everything, electronic drums, synthesizer, yeah, guitars, of course. So I think that they made a beautiful job. Then it's produced by Bob Rock, so it was a success guaranteed, I guess.
Exactly. And, and and I want to touch base a little more on Richie having a bigger spotlight outside of Bon Jovi. You can tell by listening to this album and Richie's other solo albums how talented he really is. And
Of
how
course,
much talent that he's added to Bon Jovi over the
of
years as well.
course, of course. So
Um,
much heart.
exactly. And there's a lot of heart, and there's a lot of passion. And there's a lot of
That's right.
he puts
Soul.
a lot of honesty in his lyrics.
Yeah, that's the soul. I think it was. Yeah, the soul of the band.
Yeah.
I think.
And to touch base on Ori is I didn't know her well enough before she started dating Richie, and I got into her a little bit when her and Richie were playing live together. But when Rise EP came out, and then this one, I became a bigger Ori fan. I started listening to her solo stuff, and she's talented as well. And it's incredible how they're in relationship together, and yet they're so talented together. Like
That's
they're
right.
genuinely talented
That's
together.
right.
Like so. Let's talk about the album cover before we get into the songs.
Sure.
I really like it. It has kind of a vintage nostalgic look, like the
That's right.
kind of
It's
like
like
a
something like Blues
1940s.
Brothers.
Yeah, yeah, it kind of has like a 1950s vibe to it,
Yeah.
but in color. So yeah, Richie looks cool and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So let's start talking about the songs. The first track is "Making History," and it was written by Bob Rock, Ori, and Richie. I thought this was the perfect song to open the album with. What I really like is that hard rock sound right in like the first 15 seconds, and then it leads into like a pop rock sound with the guitar.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I always think too when I start hearing that guitar in the beginning. It kind of reminds me of something from Stranger in This Town album a little bit.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I can't pinpoint which song, but it just has that kind of vibe to it.
I
Uh,
see.
and another thing I really like about this song is the way that Richie and Ori they blend so like they sing together in the first verse. I love that. You know?
Yeah, I think it was like an appetizer of the album.
Yeah.
Something like to start. Yeah, I found it really awesome. Even the the live that they made with Making History. They played it very very cool. I mean, they really jammed together, and it's beautiful how they combine their styles.
Yeah.
So I really love it.
Yeah, and how powerful Ori's vocals are in the chorus. I just love it. Like she kind of like becomes the boss of the song in the chorus. The way that
Yeah,
she
yeah,
sings it, and she has so much oomph in it. I love it.
yeah.
Um, and so the whole meaning behind the song for me is I think it's a great way to introduce what RSO is all about.
That's right.
As the title suggests, making history, doing something big together.
That's right.
Like
That's right.
Richie's not Bon Jovi anymore, and here's Ori, and them two are making something beautiful together, making history.
Yeah, like they started something new, so they're writing history.
Yep, exactly. My favorite lyric out of this song is "Start a new revolution, a groove constitution, time tripping on pollution, dancing in your brain." I love that line.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
every time I listen to it, I always just sing it because you can't help but not to. Do you have
Yeah,
a favorite part of the song, or?
the bridge for me it's really awesome. I think that into this album, in songs like this, or maybe like Good Times, we will talk about it. But of course, you can hear many parts of rap. There are a lot of styles, different styles that combined together. I think that works perfectly.
And I'm glad you said that too, because that's what makes this album, I think, so incredible. Because this is
That's
my
right.
favorite solo album from Richie.
Oh,
And
really?
oh yeah, yeah. Aftermath is my second. But anyway, this album it's not just a consistent type sound. It has all like we talked about earlier, a pop sound, a rock sound, a little bit of country sound, pop sound, blues, jazz. It has all those, and that's why it makes every song unique.
Yeah,
Um, let's go to the next track. We Are
sure.
Magic, which was written by Ori and Richie. This is my absolute favorite song on the album.
Yeah, that's very awesome. This song, I really love it. Um, I really love the part when it starts with the talk box.
Oh no,
Uh,
I love that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's you know, like Richie cut just a part for himself. So yeah, I think that the talk box it's a symbol, something that just Richie has. So I think that when I hear Talkbox, I immediately combine Talkbox to Richie. So I think that it's a symbol of Richie.
Exactly, and me too. And that's what kind of caught my attention to the song when I first was listening to this album was that bump bump ba da da, that on
That's
the
right.
talk box. And another thing that I really love, I'm going to go into details about the song because it's my favorite. I
Sure.
love the passion in their voices. Like the line, "I'll fight for you and you'll fight for me. Together we're gonna do it. I'm down with you if you're down with me. I'll rock with you if you rock with me."
Yeah.
That has, for some, to me, that's like so much passion.
Of
Uh,
course. Of course.
And then when Ori sings, "I'll be the strength you need when the stars start falling from the sky. I'll be right by your side." And then you hear Richie in the background saying, "Yeah, yeah." I love that. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's in the end. I mean, that's love. I mean, it's very cool to be like a partner in crime.
yeah, yep.
So that's what Richie and Dory wrote in it.
And that's why I love. That's another thing I want to add about why I love this album so much is that they're in a relationship together. So some of these love songs, like "We Are Magic," it's truly like they're singing to each other. Like this song "We Are Magic," they're singing to each other basically, and you feel that it's a more genuine love song
Yeah,
than
that's true.
anything because you hear the passion in their voices to each other.
That's true. Absolutely.
And so the whole meaning with this song is I think is pretty obvious. Together they're something and they can conquer whatever they go through, and knowing that you need someone that's willing to do whatever you would do for them.
Yeah.
Like that line, "I need somebody willing to take a chance who believes in miracle." Then I need someone who believes in miracles. In the chorus.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, I don't have nothing to add. You
Right.
just
Said it all.
just say. Yeah, that's right.
That's okay. And then one last thing I love about this song too, and I don't understand what the kids are saying, but I love the kids at the end. Like when Richie and Ori they're fading out singing "We Are Magic," and then all of a sudden you hear like these kids saying something, singing something.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, and
Do you know what they're
and the
saying?
music carries on. Yeah.
Yeah. I do you know what they're saying? Because I don't.
What do you mean?
The kids when they're saying something at the end, like
When the music disappear, you mean?
yeah, there's kids talking or singing, and you can't understand what they're saying. But I love that. I think it was a great addition to the song.
Into the last parts, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one. The next one is Rise. Um, this was written by Richie Ori, and I think by someone, I might get this wrong, Michael Bearden. I think that was his name. I think he wrote in the song too.
Yeah, I read his name
So I think
into
he wrote,
the songwriters of these
yeah,
songs. Yeah.
he wrote this one other one, but this was the second single that was released on September 25th, 2017, which was to promote the upcoming EP
Yeah,
Rise.
that's right. In fact, I really love I mean, it was the first song into the first EP, so it was like Rise, the
Yeah,
first EP called, and I really loved when I remember the first time that I listened to this, and yeah, I was like I immediately felt in love with it because this song is very awesome. It sounds like the Voodoo Child of Richie Sambora. It's like there's a style to play the guitar, and I really like the style. Like they played it, but there are a lot of skills like blues. There's a lot of blues in it,
yep,
and there are a lot of stuff that I liked into the songs, even into the chorus when they scream into it. I really loved it.
yeah, I'm with you there on that. I like how anthematic it is. It's like an anthem song. It's
Yeah,
and the guitar. Right, I think my favorite part of the song is the guitar, and it's so good, and it's pretty much in your face. You
that's
know,
right. Yeah,
um, and then another great song that has Richie and Ori singing together in the verses.
yeah,
Uh, another thing that I like is the outro when they're singing like part of the chorus, and all of a sudden the song stops. I love that. I think that was kind of unique, a different style of a song to do that. Where they're
of course. Yeah,
um,
uh, I think that this is one of the best things into this album. All the guitars, everything combined. I mean,
yep.
yeah,
Um, and so the whole meaning with this song, I think, is it's all about what a lot of Bon Jovi songs are about. It's about standing your ground despite what challenges you go through, and you can overcome those challenges, which I think rise means to overcome. Yeah, that's what this song means, rise above whatever you have to go through and be the best you can be.
There's something that I love into this song. I mean, even when they sing the chorus, when they say, "You better rise me up," and then you lay me down. Even if you focus on the melody, it's something that like the guitars play and go towards the high notes, and then they goes down to the um, to the low notes. So there's something like like voice and guitars,
Yeah,
and it's something like united. Not just about guitars and voice, but everything is combined into it.
blends in. Yeah,
So yeah, that's right. And I think that combining everything, voices, guitars, into these melodies, I think that makes it really cool.
yeah, I completely agree with you. I couldn't have said that better. The one line that I like on this, and it's one of those lyrics that you can't help but sing along to, is "Hands off my heart, I won't be your prey." I,
Yeah,
I love that. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I love
it,
that.
it's very beautiful.
It's
I
pretty much.
really love
I'm not gonna let
these
anybody.
lyrics.
What's that?
Yeah, I mean, all these lyrics are awesome. I mean, there are a lot of love stories. I mean, about them. Something like to support each other. Like we said, we are magic. I mean, the themes are very very similar. So yeah, and that's what this album talks about their love. Their
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, and I'm a sucker for love songs, so I think maybe that's why I love this album so much because there's quite a few love songs and stuff like that. But let's go to the next track,
I see. Sure.
uh, "Take Me," which is written by Bob Rock and Richie, and this is where it starts to shift in sound. This is more of a bluesy, jazzy
Jazz. That's
type
right.
sound, and I love how his vocals are, and his vocals are more like laid back, you know. And then
Yeah, this is my favorite track of this album. Yeah, I think that Richie. I mean that in this track, Richie has been very honest. He puts his art out of his body.
yep,
Yeah, like the first sentence that is say, looked in the mirror of my um oh sorry there are
I know what you're saying, of my face. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Um,
yeah. I think that into this track, yeah, Richie put out his heart, and he just like wanted to say a message to say a message, yeah, to maybe all the people that was angry with him
yeah,
about the the living of Bon
the
Jovi, etc.
longevity departure. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But I really love this song. So for this reason, because
yeah,
Richie was very, very, he put his passion, I mean, everything. So that's the reason why I love this track, and it's my favorite one.
yeah, yeah. Like you can definitely sense it's about a little bit about the Bon Jovi departure and who Richie is now. There's a few lines in here. "I tried to be somebody else, but that wasn't me." And I think that had a lot to do with having to be in Bon Jovi and having to constantly
Yeah,
tour and all. And I 100% support Richie not wanting to do that anymore. I just love seeing Richie solo now because it's good stuff. But and so I think that line there, I think that was about not being able to be home, and he had to be worldwide famous guitarist playing all these tours and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He wasn't able to be at home and be a father
yeah,
and
that's
whatever
right.
else. And then another line too is now the spotlight's coming down, light on my face, but not my heart. I swear I left it on the stage overnight. The show must go on. You know,
Yeah,
so and
that's right.
that's what Richie was all. All the Bon Jovi shows I've been to. Richie always gave his 100%, and you could tell. He would
That's
pour
right.
his heart into the songs and stuff.
He said it that he left into the song that he left his heart on stage.
Yeah, and I think it's also a little more than just Bon Jovi too. I think it's about this is who I am. Either you take it or you leave it.
Yeah,
I've made mistakes, but I learned from those mistakes. This is who I am.
yeah,
And that's pretty much what more can you say about it? It's definitely a great song, and this is one of those songs on here that Richie wrote that is very, very genuine, honest, and it's pure. And that's what I
yeah,
really, really love about this song.
yeah. And in fact, I really love my favorite part of that song is the last part when the music carries on and he says many, many beautiful things. Even I think that he was improvising into the last part.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He says perfection and real, many, many things that, arrives to your heart.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I never thought about that. That's a good point. Let's go to the next track, Masterpiece, which was
Oh,
written by
yeah.
Ori and Richie. This was the first single that was released for Rise EP, and it was released in September of 17. What I really, really love about this song is the intro, the piano.
Yeah,
I
with the
love that.
big delay.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden Ori's ooh ooh, or I
Yeah,
can't do it right, but you know what I'm saying. Her vocals in the
of
intro.
course, of
You
course.
know,
Yeah,
um, this is one of those songs that Ori really shines in. I
yeah,
love her vocals, especially when it gets into the chorus. Like she owns this song. The way she sings it. Especially in that chorus.
that's right. I think that this song is the perfect kind of song of the new. Maybe I can say like this generation. There are a lot of synthesizer, autotunes, reverbs, everything that music of nowadays has. So I think that it's a good combination, of old style music and
Yeah,
nowadays music. And even if I repeat it, these two uh, things combined, I think that make this song even another masterpiece because this song is really a masterpiece.
yeah, exactly. And I think this song is all about finally, open up all the wrong doors, but then you finally find you open up the right door and you have the right person in your life. And I think it's all about Richie and Ori being
Yeah,
each other's masterpieces, and they're perfect for each other. Um, I want to kind of elaborate on a few things with this one. The one thing I think my favorite part about this song is Richie's back end vocals at the end of the chorus when he sings, "I got lost in my head, you walked by, I stopped dead, I
yeah,
couldn't breathe. What hangs in my heart, forever in time, a portrait of you." And it's like what's what I'm looking for, kind of like distended back end vocals, like but Ori overpowered. I love how they did that.
yeah. Like, yeah, I'm back, but I always support you.
Yeah. Um, and then what other my favorite lyric of this is I'd climb the stars just so I could see who was raining beautiful on me. I keep
Yeah,
dreaming on what our life could be. I want to
wanna
paint
pin
my,
to
my
my
masterpiece.
masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's really awesome.
yeah, it's just such a good song. Let's go to the next one, Walk With Me, which is written
Sure.
by Bob Rock, Ori, and Richie. This is I think the third single that was released on December 14th of 17, when they were releasing Rise. I always tell people this is like one of those songs of like when you're on like a road trip on a nice warm sunny day in the middle of nowhere on a highway. This is one of those songs I love to play. To me, it's kind of like a road trip style,
Yeah,
you know, in a way.
yeah, yeah, and I mean, I know what you mean. I really love this one, even if it's not my favorite one. But there are a lot of stuff, even into the bridge when there's a cool part when Richie and Ori just talk together, a cappella
Yeah,
into maybe into the last part of the song. They mixed other cool skills that they have, and it's very cool. It's very cool even to listen to it. Yeah, like you said, when you are into a car with your girlfriend and
mm,
you put the radio on, and if the songs, it's on the radio, it's cool to be and to walk with her, to be someone else.
yeah. And then I love Ori's vocals at the end of chorus when she sings "Walk with Me." I love that in her voice, and also the pre-verses or the pre-chorus when she sings. I love that too.
Hmm.
And so the whole meaning with this song, like you were just saying, like the verses talk, like the first verse is all about looking at your past with all the being broken heart, and being hurt. And then the chorus is finding someone that's truly there for you. And so, like the whole walk
Yeah,
with me, walk with me,
that's
I'll
right.
always be there for you.
Yeah.
So I really love that. Um, Another line that I like too in the song, I think it's in the second verse. A gypsy told me when she read my cards, there's a long parade of us with broken hearts. I love that line.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, right?
And I also like it's hard to be brave with all that we go through, but it all rides on choices that we choose. And I couldn't be more true. That's something that I live by. Those words I live by every day because
Yeah,
it's
that's all. Yeah, I mean, that's always something like, yeah, if we are united, we can walk together.
yep, exactly. And then the outro in this song is really good as well.
Yeah,
The way it kind of
yeah.
fades out at the end. Um, So let's go to the next one. This is my second favorite song on the album. It's "I Don't Want to Have to Need You Now," which is written
Very cool, yeah.
Bob. It was written by Bob Rock, Ori, and Richie. And I listen to this song. I get that sense of a classic Bon Jovi song. Like I think like this is written with John and like Bon Jovi recorded it. This would have been like a massive hit. But I want to take that back too to say I think Richie makes this song perfect because Richie adds a lot of that emotion into the
Mm.
song vocally. His vocals, you can tell there's a lot of pain and there's a lot of honesty in his vocals in this song.
Yeah, like
So,
the soul, into it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I really like it. There's a lot of pop inside. You can hear it clearly. So even this chorus, these sentences into the chorus are really awesome. I don't want to have to need you now, stuck inside my heart.
so,
There. I mean, the themes are always the same, but I mean that the way how they tell it, um, mixing the music and these beautiful sentences, um, I think that they make these songs
yeah.
really different, but one maybe more, I mean, beautiful than the other.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole song's about, going through a pain and heartache, but and then finding a new love, I think, and you end up falling in love with that new person, even though you're not ready to move on and you're afraid of getting hurt again, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
that's right. But then they realized that they found each other, and so that now they are like safe together after a big, delusion. So now that they found each other, they feel safe together.
like that line, I don't want to have to need you now. You snuck inside my heart somehow.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I wanted so much to let you go, but can't let go. I love that.
That's right.
What another thing I love about this song too is right in the pre-chorus, right when it leads into the chorus, when he sings "Never try, 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 try," and then all of a sudden the
Oh,
drums
yeah,
come,
yeah, yeah.
and then it goes into the chorus. I absolutely love that.
That's
Like that's
right.
like my favorite part of the song. Because once those drums come in, it gives me goosebumps sometimes listening to that song because
That's right.
it's so raw and it's so emotional. I love that.
Yeah, even when he says never say goodbye, and then the chorus starts.
Yeah, yeah. And then my favorite part, my favorite lyric of the song is the second verse. I ask myself a question, can I handle hurt again? The only
That's
answer
right.
that I found is to try to love again. Are you my rescue? Are you my blue sky shining through? I got my fears, you got your doubts, but I believe we'll make it through. Sorry that was so long, but it had to be said because those are probably my favorite lyrics that Richie wrote on this song. And
Yeah,
or
yeah. It's
on this whole
very
album.
emotional. So much heart inside.
Yep.
That's one of the reason why I love so much Richie.
Yeah, it's incredible. So like I said, this is my second favorite song. It really shows Richie's talent as a songwriter, as a singer, and just how he pours emotion into a song. This is the perfect example of that. Let's go to the next one. It's
Sure.
called Truth, and it was
Oh
written
yeah.
by Michael Bearden. That one I'm sure of. Ori
Okay.
and Richie. And kind of like Masterpiece, I love how they introduced the song in piano.
That's right. There's a lot of piano into the songs.
Yeah, um, and I think Ori shines in this one with the chorus. I think, and then
Yeah,
another,
there's a good combination of vocals here, so much heart and so much vocals about their story. I think that this one was the first song that they wrote together.
was it? I was trying to think earlier before we started this. What was one of the very first songs they had written? I thought it was either this one or another one, but either way, it's definitely a good song, and I think it's all about facing the truth and knowing you can't push away true love, and then
Yeah,
what your significant other does for you. um you know it's not one of my favorites on the album, but I do enjoy it. um I'm sure there's a lot more interpretation on this song. I could never
yeah,
fully grasp what the song was actually about. But that's what it means to, obviously you not pushing away true love. And what were your thoughts on the song? What do you think it's about?
yeah. I think that I saw many live many lives of these songs. I really love the thing that they put down the guitar and they talk these songs like with just the microphone, putting one one hand on their shoulder each
Yeah.
other, and they sing with their heart. And
Yep.
then it's like again putting their heart out, like saying to the world that um, it's very beautiful to find each other, to found the truth, like the song say.
Yeah.
And the cool part is even into the solo when Ori has her stance on the guitar, and like she leaves for a moment and she starts to play the guitar into the live, and then she comes back to Richie, and they sings together. I think that it's another cool song because United United, they sing their song like, and they become just one thing together.
Yeah, exactly. And I love my favorite part of the song is every time we touch, you help me stay alive. I feel my vulnerability falling. I love the
Yeah.
way Ori says vulnerability. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best
That's,
part, supporting each other, helping each other. When
yep.
someone falls, you lend a hand to help the other one, and even when the situation is the contrary.
Yep. Yeah. Next one is Together on the Outside, which is written by Bob Rock, Ori, and Richie. What I like about this song is that it features Alice Cooper on it. And
Really,
so,
I didn't know it.
yeah, it has Alice Cooper in it. And so I wonder
Oh,
if that
wow.
was him in the beginning saying "Together on the Outside." Yeah, I don't know if that was him but he does have a vocal contribution in the song.
Oh no, I think that was Richie screaming that, that high distortion
Yeah,
voice
I could be
together on the outside.
okay. Maybe you're right. I always wondered who did that part.
Yeah, I think that it was Richie. It's a very cool song. This one, it's maybe another one of my favorites of this album.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has Alice Cooper in. I'm gonna look at the booklet real quick just
Oh,
to be sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the one with Alice Cooper in it. Yeah, it's on in the booklet, Alice Cooper on vocals.
wow,
So
never noticed it.
yeah. So anyway, I think this is one of those songs. This is like one of the most different type songs on the album. It's a good song. Um, I think the drums in this song sounds really cool. I like this like how like sometimes you listen to a song and sometimes you just listen to vocals or you just listen to piano or keys or drums. I always like to listen to just the drums on this and it sounds really cool.
Yeah, when Bob rocks, I mean when he works on stuff like this, I think that he's a professionalist. So he just put the right things. I mean, he put every instrument
Mhm.
to have his part.
Yeah. Anyway, and I want to shine some light on Ori in this song too because her vocals on this is so good. I love it. I think that's one of
Yeah,
the things that really shined to me on this song is Ori's vocals. And
yeah, that's true.
the chorus is also very powerful. Like when they say love is blind, it kills you more with time. We seem together on the outside. And so
Yeah,
it kind of this is one of those other songs too where you try to find what it really means, but I think it can be interpreted in different ways. To me,
yeah, true.
I think it's all about it looks as if we have it together on the outside, like but deep down we don't. Like how people look happy on the outside, but deep down they're sad. And I think it's kind of like that. And then I also the way I think that
Yeah,
there's like a line in the first verse, unsent letters that I keep inside, river of tears drowning me alive. Um,
yeah. I think that the message of the song is like they are facing up.
yeah,
They are facing up the world together.
yeah. I think in some ways lyrically the song is a little darker. Like I think it's in the bridge when they say the only thing that is set in stone is the name and day you're gone. You can't run away or take the blame. You know,
Yeah, it could
so
be.
yeah, it has positivity in it, but it also I think it's one of the
That's
more
right.
darker songs that they had written on this album.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right. Maybe it's like every relationship.
yeah,
There's
and I'm
there are
sure
good part.
right, and
Yeah, yeah,
I'm sure this song could be interpreted in different ways too. Like I said, I think it's one of those songs that you can interpret in 5 different ways. Um, but let's go to the next track. The next track
sure.
is I think this is like probably like the most fun track on the album. Good Times, which is written by Ori and Richie. And I love in the summertime, I going on a road trip, I love putting this song on. and just having the windows down and singing along to it. It's very upbeat and optimistic. Um, and I think this whole song is just about having fun together and having like hardships in your relationship, but you still find the fun in each other.
Yeah.
Like I like how the breaking through the negativity, which interpret in when they say no clouds, all sun. The clouds refers to negativity, and the sun is looking at optimism. Um, so yeah, what's your feel on this song?
Yeah, I think this song I really like to put it when I go for a walk. It's a sunny day,
Yep.
and you have good vibes into into I mean in yourself. So you put these songs, and I think that it's something that gives you chills. There's some good quotes into it. Even if you into a relationship, there are some moments a little bit bad. But you just want to like close your eyes and say, yeah, no clouds, no worries. So it's something like, yeah, you want positivity, you want uh, good for yourself, you want good. So it's a good positive song.
Another thing I like too is, and I forget his name right now. I'm drawing a blank on it, but the rapper in the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
love that. Yeah, that was like when I first heard this song, I was not expecting that at all. I thought like the song had changed. I'm like,
yeah. Me
what is that?
neither.
But
Me
it sounded
neither.
good. Yeah, it sounded
That's
good
right.
though.
I
Uh,
didn't expect it.
yeah, I will never forget. I think I
And
had
then,
uh,
yeah, and then with that guitar solo, that it reminds me a little bit to Black or White, of Michael Jackson.
yeah,
You know, there's a little thing. I met Ori. I discovered the Ori when I saw This Is It by Michael Jackson. So I imagine it that solo into that song
it
played
was
by
Michael
Ori.
inspired.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
I can now that I never thought of it like that, but now that you say that, I can see that too. Yeah, you're right.
I
Um,
think that Ori has been inspired by this.
yeah, yeah. I never thought of it like that, so I'm glad you mentioned that. My
No
favorite
problem.
part, my favorite lyric and part is, "I'm gonna have a good time with or without you. So tired of your bitching and moaning and all the things that I don't do."
That's
Like
right.
that could be like talking about your lover or your boss or whatever. So tired of your bitching and moaning. I love that. Um,
Yeah,
let's go to the
like someone always moaning about something, and you just says, yeah, I want good vibes now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like taking all the weight off your shoulders for the day,
That's right.
just throwing it and saying, I'm gonna have a good time with or without you.
Yeah, that's right.
So let's go to the next track. And I think this is a really beautiful song, Forever All the Way by Richie.
Wow, wow.
And
That's
it's definitely pure. When I first listened to this album and I heard the song, like, this is definitely a Richie song. And you can tell lyrically and the emotion in it was definitely written by Richie.
yeah,
It's a really soft and relaxing song, and it has a very reflective type feel vibe to the song. You just kind of sit back and you kind of reflect on your life and what's important to you. Um, and I think the song is all about love at first sight, and that love is what saved you. Um, it's kind of we'll be there for you through it all. Kind of in a way, I'll be there for you in a
that's
way.
right. Yeah,
And I think a lot of this was about. I think he was writing a lot about Ava as well with this song. You know, I have a feeling this is kind of being there forever all the way.
yeah,
Um, it's also relate. I think about Ori as well. Um,
yeah. I think, yeah, I suppose so. Uh, you know, I think that maybe in these songs, Richie, I think that we have. the real Richie. I mean, his style, his
Yeah.
skills. We have the complete Richie Sambora package.
Yeah.
uh, I really love the acoustic guitar into it. It's a real beautiful love song. In fact, it came out, I think, on Valentine's Day.
Did
With
I
I Got
know?
You, Baby.
Yeah, I think you're right. I remember "I Got You, Babe" was
Yeah,
as I think this was with it. I can't remember.
yeah, I think so. And so it was a beautiful.
Yeah.
Um, how can I say? I think that you know what I mean.
Yeah, and like you were saying too about the guitar, instrumentally the song is so beautiful, and then Richie's vocals obviously make it even more incredible. And you feel a lot of passion in the lyrics.
Yeah,
The line, "When the waves get rough, we can fall back on us. I don't make many promises, but I'm promising you."
yeah,
I love that. And I that's where I feel like it's a little bit about Ava and like the whole being there more for her, not being on tour all the time. Like, I'm
yeah.
promising.
Like spend time with her. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm be there forever all the way. Overall, it's probably one of the best ballads Richie has ever written.
yeah.
Um,
I I think the same.
yeah. So let's go to the next one. Is "I Got You, Babe," which is actually a cover, and I was kind of glad to hear this. I think it was by Sonny and Cher a long time ago. It was actually a sixth single released on February 9th, 2018 for Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
And this song, I was so glad that they did and put on the album because I think it kind of they added their own style to it, and it's all about. I mean, you listen to the lyrics and the way they sing it to each other in the song.
yeah,
It's their song. I feel like it's
yeah.
like they're singing about each other, and it has a lot of optimism in the song. And one thing I really love too is the keys that are throughout the song. I love that.
That's right. Yeah, I never expected something like this. A cover made by the. I never expected, but
Yeah,
them, I think that they made a beautiful job in that song.
yeah. What?
They like how can I say, they made these songs like their songs. I mean,
Yeah, like, I'm with you. Um, and so and when I first saw it on the track list, and I was like, I don't know about a cover. I kind of want to see just new song, but then like we both just kind of elaborated. They really put their style and their passion for each other in
yeah,
the song.
yeah,
And I know it's not their lyric. I know it was written by Sonny Bono, but we don't have a plot. But at least I'm sure all the things we got. I
of
love that line.
course, of course, yeah.
Have you ever heard the original, like the one by Sonny and Cher? It's pretty good.
Yeah, I listened, but years ago when I think that when the song came out, because
Yeah,
the first time I didn't know it, so I had to listen to it, and it was three, maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
yeah. It's a good song.
Yeah,
We go to the next one. "One Night of Peace," which is written by Richie. A beautiful,
yeah,
beautiful song. Um, this was the fifth song released as a single on December 17th, 2017. It was kind of a holiday single. Um, and Richie obviously sings this one alone. And there's a lot of. mm, I think I fell in love with this song even more because of what it was about. And I think it's about war and how,
that's right.
going overseas and pretty much what to conclude what the song is about, it's about peace is the answer, not war. We're killing each other for no reason.
That's right.
Like the line, "If we see light through children's eyes, there's hope that we may realize that they were never born to fight and die. So lay down your bombs, lay down your guns, lay down
Lay
your
down your
hate.
hate.
The time has come." I think
That's
that got
right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that lyric, and that's what the whole song is about. Is just stop hating and start loving each other, and that love and peace can bring everybody in this world together, no matter race, gender,
That's
anything,
right.
or going into war.
That's
Peace
right.
and love is the answer, not hate.
Yeah.
So
I read time ago that Richie started writing that song years and years ago, but he never finished it. He just he just finished it when he published it, because he was inspired by a story that he had. It was about a friend of him, that was a soldier, and so he was inspired and finished the song, I think. Yeah, the lyrics is so damn awesome. I mean,
yeah,
the first time that I listened to the song and I read the lyrics, I had tears in my eyes, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of soul into it,
yep, exactly.
and I really love it.
And it breaks away from, and as much as I love all the love songs on this album and stuff like that, it breaks away from that and it goes into another serious matter, about peace and war and all that. And
That's right.
one thing I really enjoy about the song, it was really a nice touch to it, was the ending when the kids are singing. It's very joyous,
That's
very
right.
joyful to listen to, and it kind of, after you listen and read the lyrics and listen to what the song is about, it really opens up your eyes and makes you think of future generations of what they're going to walk into. So having the kids sing at the end, it was kind of
Yeah.
joyful. Um,
Yeah, and you know, these themes are actual. I mean, I think that this songs talks about even a little bit, of terrorism. What happened in Europe in
yeah,
those years. So yeah, um, music could be a way to fight the war.
yeah, I completely agree with you. Let's go to the next one. Blues Won't Leave You Alone, which is written by Ori and Richie. This is more of a, like, there's a few, like, like One Night of Peace and I Don't Have to Need Your Words as Richie on vocals. This one just has Ori on vocals. And this
Yeah,
song kind of has like a mood on its own.
yeah,
Like, I always feel like it's like one of those songs where, like, if you're in a bad mood or sad mood or hurt or whatever, and it's pouring rain outside, you could just go outside and walk in the rain. And yeah, the song has a mood of its own.
yeah,
And this is another one of those other ones too, that where you don't know what the meaning really is or what inspired them to write it. But to me, it's walking into the unknown with someone, afraid to get hurt, but always having that sadness on your side. And so, like, it's about, the blues won't leave me alone, is always having your guitar to write songs about it,
yeah,
whatever you go through with that someone. And I really like the line, Cupid shot me, you really got me, down on my knees, no mind fucking. I love how Ori put that there, and then found the real things, it's so hard to deny it.
yeah. Yeah, as you said, there's a mood into the song. More than walk into the rain, I think that, to me, I think that it's like watching the rain through the window with a guitar,
Yeah,
on your chest, and playing blues, because like she says into the lyrics, blues won't leave me alone. It's something like to um, have something when you lost everything. It's something like, faith, having faith when everything goes bad.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think like yeah, it's something like that.
yeah. I'm with you. Um, and then this is the only song that had a music video to it as well, which I'm
Yeah,
surprised. I thought there would be like more music videos to promote this album, but
yeah,
I know they kind of broke up for a while. Uh,
mm,
after the
That's
release of
right.
this. But thankfully they're back together. But this is the only song that had a music video to it, and it only had Ori in it.
That's right. Yeah.
So let's go to the last track, and this is actually another cover, "Hellbound
Hellbound
Train,"
Train.
and it was written by Andy Sylvester and Kim Simmons. I'm drawing a blank on who the original artist on this song is, but I'm glad that it was like a 9 minute track, and Richie kind of
Yeah.
put his own style to it, and he pretty much owns the song. You know, when
There's a
you
lot
feel
of
like it's his own.
stuff in it.
He's
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in it. I really love, Richie guitar skills. But it's even another combination. It's a fusion of like, new era songs and
yeah,
the blues, because he plays all the stuff, uh, and even the mood is like, a train that goes and goes and goes and goes.
yeah,
So I really love that part, because yeah, it's like, and I really love even the ending, because even the ending, it's like guitar solos till the end.
yeah, yeah. I love that part too. Yeah.
So yeah, I really love it. It's like a train mood.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like always reminds me. It always makes me want to listen to "Homebound Train" on the New Jersey album. Yeah, for some reason. I know it's not
No,
the
well,
same,
I
but
think, yeah,
it,
I think the
it,
same.
yeah. But so overall, this is such a good album, and there's a lot of. I think there's a lot of
Yeah,
going through hurt and becoming a new person and meeting someone new, and a lot about Richie's and Ori's relationship, and
yeah, yeah.
truly,
There's a lot of evolution into it.
yeah, and I really, really, especially with Richie and Ori still being together, I really hope we get a RSO part two. You know,
Yeah, I hope it too.
I know Richie's releasing a new solo album on his own. I'm hopefully there's some Ori on that, and I know she's working on something, so maybe there's some Richie on that. But here in a few years, I would love another RSO part two because they
Of
really
course,
they work so well together and they blend well and
of
just
course.
amazing
Yeah,
songwriting and all that.
mixing their skills, I think that it was a good move.
Yeah.
And
So,
I can't wait for Richie's news album. I can't
me too.
wait it.
Yeah,
I can't
and it's
wait.
being produced by Bob Rock, and
Yeah,
I really hope we get it this year because I feel like it's going to be amazing. Before we wrap up here, what I always, like I said, RSO is my favorite album solo by Richie. I feel like he gets better with every album. So like Stranger in This Town, I
yeah,
love that album. I think it was a good album, but I thought Undiscovered Soul was better than Stranger. And then he released Aftermath. I
yeah.
thought Aftermath was better than Undiscovered Soul. Then RSO, I thought was better than Aftermath. So I feel
Is
like more and more.
one
Uh,
more mature than the other, maybe.
yeah, they're all still great albums, and I really enjoy it. So,
Yeah,
but
I
um,
really loved the aftermath of the lowdown period. He was
oh,
like at the high, I
yep,
think, at the highest place. And yeah, then he had, I think that he had some demons, and these demons he carried out with him. And in fact, in Take
yeah,
Me, I think that Take Me, it's a proof about that he's human.
yep, exactly, yeah, and it's good that he wrote something like that too. I think we talked about earlier, but just taking him as he is, and everybody comes with baggage, everybody comes with good. You know,
That's right.
we can't look at everybody
Everybody has
as if
ups
they're
and downs,
perfect. Exactly. So,
Yeah.
well, anyway, I really enjoyed having you on. I'm going to stop the recording, but don't hang up just so I can save the recording. But I want to thank you for coming on, and I was really glad to have someone,
Thanks to you.
someone that's dedicated to Richie just as much as I am, and I really love your page that you run with a few other administrators for Richie Sambora Italia on
Thank you
Twitter.
very much, Jerry.
So, but let me end the recording. Stay on for a second, okay?
Sure.